We are joined by Sarasota's Mayor and City Councilman Erik Arroyo. Mayor, thank you so much for joining us. So as Ian bears down on Florida, walk us through what you're doing right now. Do you feel like you're ready for the storm, which is so quickly approaching?
We are as ready as we will be. And just to be clear, our number one priority is the safety of our residents here in Sarasota. We called the local state of emergency. We activated our emergency operations center, and we have evacuated numerous zones. We've shut off access to the barrier islands, and we've been closely monitoring the situation since last week. We received a full briefing. We've been meeting with our counterparts in the county and surrounding cities every 6 hours. Our utilities department ensured that our generators were ready to go. Public Works began clearing the storm drains out last week. We fortified our buildings. Our Parks and Recreation department has gone to all the parks and removed any items that could become projectiles or combustibles. Our fuel farms are operational, ready to go. Florida Power and Light has thousands of people at a staging ground ready to go. We have, of course, the Florida Guard established by our Governor DeSantis ready to go. Our police has a plan of action redirecting traffic and assisting in any way they can. There are about 12 sites designated as shelters. We have a transportation hub for anyone that needs transportation and they don't have the means. We are as ready as we can be. Sarasota is ranked, one of the 9 best cities in the country to be in, #1 in Florida by U.S. News and World Report. And this showing of professionals truly shows the pedigree of people. We are ready for this.
And Mayor, I know Sarasota County has ordered evacuations for evacuation level A and B. So what are your biggest concerns right now? And are people heeding the government's warnings there?
By and large, people are heeding the warnings. My biggest concern is those that say, you know what, this is just another hurricane in Florida. We've been here our whole lives. This one's a little different, and it has a weird combination of it being extremely powerful yet also slow, which means it can do a lot of damage and stay in one place. And for that, we're asking people, there's no excuse for you to be in an evacuation zone. We have the resources for you to get picked up, for you to get everything you need, the basic essentials, for you to be at a shelter, for you to be with a friend. And if we implore everyone to please take this seriously. The resources are there. Go to floridadisaster.org, go to scgov.net, and you will find checklists on what to get. When you go to the store, you will find a map showing you what zone you're in. So we are here for you, and we will, after this, rebuild together.
You've got the storm surge, you've got the rain and potential for flooding, you've got the high winds, you even have the risk of tornadoes. What worries you the most about this right now?
Depends on where you live. See, where I live, I don't live on the waterfront. I'm worried about the wind. The wind. I'm surrounded by trees, and that is very dangerous in my part. But if you live towards the water, downtown, storm surge, that's going to be the flooding. I mean, it's going to get very dangerous if you're walking out in the streets or if you try to flee at the wrong time. Right now, it's too late to flee. Hunker down, stay with a friend. I mean, this is the time to really, truly be prepared and brace yourselves along with the rest of us.
Yeah, and Mayor, we heard from one of our correspondents earlier that in the past few years, a lot of people have moved to Florida, and for many of them, this is actually their first hurricane. So what's your message to your community, specifically those folks who may be very scared or ill-informed?
The message for them is we are as prepared as we could ever be. We, as a coastal city, as a city in Florida that gets hit with hurricanes, we train for this every day. So when we activated our emergency operations center, we were ready to go. We have some of the best experts and professionals working on this. The governor was here yesterday. I had a conversation with him. We had Senator Rick Scott gave me a call, had a conversation with him. The President Biden reached out to our office, and we had a conversation with them. So we have all the resources in place, all the right personnel, all the residents know what's going on, and we're just making sure that everyone takes this seriously.
Well, Sarasota Mayor Erik Arroyo, we're definitely thinking of you and your community. Thank you so much for your time. Stay safe.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.